Okay, welcome to the garden. We are picking crab apples today. Several crab apple trees in the garden. This one is right, the branches are laden with them, and we're here to pick half a bucket full already. We're just picking them and we'll be making crab apple jelly and cider with these. We've got some apples we picked from the village orchard. We've got some apple trees in the garden which we'll go round and pick some apples off. And yeah, we'll see where we go, see what we can get. Quite a few really good ones on here, quite a few bad ones. But yeah, the branches up here are quite full. Let's get some down, they're quite full, and then there's some really good ones. The higher branches seem to be the ones that have got the most really good ones on. Two little helpers.
Hi. Hi.
We'll carry on picking and we'll come back to you soon.
So we've just picked a load of crab apples off our crab apple tree here. So Ray, what do you think we're going to be doing next?
But I think we're going to pick more and load up this whole bucket and make crab apple jelly and cider.
But I think the cider we'll do another day because that involves cleaning all the equipment and, you know, it's going to be a bit of a hassle. So with all these, I think we are ready to make some crab apple jelly.
Woo!
Okay, welcome back to the allotment. We've popped down here this morning to pick our pumpkins. We've got a few pumpkins and spaghetti squash plants that the plants have stopped producing anything now. They're starting to die back. So what we need to do is we need to get the pumpkins off the ground so they don't rot, back home and just lift it off. I'm going to pop them in on some greenhouse staging in one of our greenhouses. So pop down today to pick these up. Hopefully they'll ripen at home. So I'm going to start off with this big one. I've got my helper here, Ria.
Hi.
Start off with this big one. We've got the big one here. It's supposed to be a variety called polar bear, but it doesn't look very white to me, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. It was a batch of seeds that was given to me by a friend, and there was some seeds he saved from a set of pumpkins, and I spoke to him the other day and he thinks he might have got some of the seeds muddled up, but hey ho, we've got a large pumpkin, so does it really matter? That's brilliant. Okay, and just to demonstrate how big this pumpkin is, I've got two of my helpers, Jacob and Ria, trying to hold on to it. So there we go, it's very heavy, so you're going to pop it down for me, but try not to drop it.
I got this. Whoa!
Okay, so we've started picking our pumpkins. We've got a variety of different types. We've got the sort of lighter orange ones, we've got the small orange ones. These are called baby bear, and they definitely are babies. There's a slug on there. But they're perfectly good for cutting up, roasting, turning into pumpkin soup. Already made a batch of pumpkin soup with a few of these, and also you can save the seeds, roast the seeds in the oven with some seasoning, and roasted pumpkin seeds, so delicious. I've also got some vegetable spaghetti squash. I quite like these with a Sunday roast. You cut them in half, scoop out the seeds, smother them in butter and seasoning, roast them in the oven for about an hour, and then you just scoop out the insides, and it's like almost a stringy spaghetti-like consistency. Some like it, some don't. I quite like it, so it's a nice addition to a Sunday lunch. So we've got several of these, so we're just going to get on picking. We can get them home and under cover. Give them a bit of a wash before we go as well, I think, clean them off a bit.
I think this is it picking the pumpkins and squashes because there's not many left and all of the other ones are not quite ripe yet. So now we're going to head off to the orchard and pick some apples.
Hi, I'm Jacob and I'm the person behind the camera. I'm the person who's in charge of all the technical stuff at the moment, making sure the camera is in the right place and stuff like that. And my sister and my dad, as you saw, were doing all the picking. And yeah, they were right. We had a load of pumpkins this year, which is amazing.
Okay, so we're now heading over to the village orchard. We've been over to the allotment, which is pretty much opposite where we are now. We're lucky here. There was an orchard, a small orchard, planted several years ago. The trees were earlier this week laden with apples, and we were encouraged as villagers to come along and pick. I picked a bag full. The plan is to make apple juice, maybe some cider. Thought we'll come down again this morning to see if there are any more. Give us a chance to maybe freeze some, make some, add to the cider or the apple juice. But it'd be a shame to see them all go to waste. So we'll see. Okay, so we got to the orchard. There's a few trees that have got a lot of apples on. So this one is well laden. There's a few around here, you can see. So we'll pick what we can. I think because quite a lot have already gone. See, some of the trees are quite empty now. But there are still one or two trees with quite a few on, so we'll pick what we can and we'll see what we get.
Okay, yes, you'll recognise me, I'm the cameraman. Yes, we're at the orchard picking some apples. We moved on from the green apples and we've got some reddish apples. I'm going to pick those. These ones are the sweeter ones, well, according to legends they are. Okay. So we've got some nice juicy ones here, ready to pick. We can either make apples, we might make some apple cider with these as well, I don't know, or jelly, or even just apple pie or apple crumble. They'll be delicious to make, depending on how much we get. By the looks of it, quite a bit. It'll be good to make either pie or crumble, or even a drink maybe. Apple juice, apple cider, any one of those. Ew, that's disgusting. That wasn't very good one to pick. These are falling off quite a bit, so hopefully these are still going to be good to have some cider in with them. There's one thing though. One apple here. I've got another apple here. And another apple here. These are massive. These are beautiful. Just put these in the bag. Put these in the bag here. The bag. Great method. Okay, my dad's just shaking the tree to get loads of apples from me. I might try that. I might need to brace my head a bit. I might need to brace my head a bit, guys, so just wish me luck.
Hey, I'll take it down.
Okay. I'd hear a few go down, but none that we could pick. I'll catch you later. Whoa. When we've caught some more.